Okay, so Pokemon Legends ZA is literally almost here. And everyone is excited about the brand new Mega Evolutions we're gonna get. But I think it's proper that we take some time and we look back and appreciate the original Mega Evolutions introduced in X and Y. Just like before, I'll go through each Mega Evolution and I'll give my honest opinion on it. If a favorite of yours doesn't get the grade you think it deserves, or if you disagree with something I've said, please feel free to let me know how wrong I am in the comments below. With that being said, we start off with...
Can all my big ladies come to the front?
Out of the Kanto starters, the Bulbasaur line is my personal favorite, so yes, I am slightly biased towards Mega Venusaur. But even then, I can admit that they didn't really do much with the design. I do like the design explorations they did in the leaked concept art, but what we got in the end is pretty basic, but fine too. Also, if you remove the flower on its forehead, yeah, it would definitely give off bald uncle vibes. A thing I do really like about it, however, is that it has thick fat as an ability. I think more grass types should have thick fat. It does wonders for them, including a Mega we'll talk about later on. I am not immune to propaganda. I kinda hate myself for liking this design so much because Charizard is my least favorite starter in general. It's almost as equally as cool as its X counterpart, but it falls short due to some minor details. For example, if you look at the official art, it looks cool from the side and as if it has two horns. But then you look at the in-game model and you notice that it has one singular giant horn with like small spikes on the sides.
That's false advertising!
It definitely is an improvement over the base design, but after seeing the wave-like mustache and tail it could have gotten, I really think that deducts a couple of points. Also, why is it not a water steel type? Blastoise is a poster child of Pokemon that should have gotten another type. That's for base Blastoise, and this is the Mega. This was their second chance of introducing it as a water steel type, and they said, nah, we're good. Other Megas get to have new types, but I guess not Blastoise. The general rule of Mega Evolution seems to be to take one aspect of a Pokemon's design and expand on it either thematically or literally. In this instance, Mega Alakazam has 5 spoons instead of only 2, and it also adopts a more frail and wise wizard sort of look. The other option would have been to just have regular Alakazam with a longer mustache, and instead of holding 2 spoons, it would have one giant spoon like a club. Overall, I'd say Mega Alakazam is
not bad, not bad.
The idea of Mega Gengar being this sinister ghost coming out of dimensional rifts is nice, but neither its in-game model nor its official art really captured that idea for me. Also, what the fuck is that third eye coin looking thing? Where the fuck did that come from? The only thing saving Mega Gengar from dropping to a lower tier is the cracked out look it has going on and that exceptionally nice.
Why are you white?
They knew that they struck gold when they made Mega Gengar white because they did the same thing for the G-Max form of Gengar.
Bitch, I will pull up to your house, stand outside your window, connect to your Bluetooth speaker, and play Michael Myers music while I stand and look like this.
Take that bastard child to juvie, prison, Alcatraz. I don't care, just make it fuck off. Parental Bond was one of the most busted signature abilities ever. It turns attacks into 2-hit moves, with the second hit being only half as effective, but that didn't really matter. All you had to substitute? Gone. Focus Sash? Gone. Oh, your Pokemon somehow survived. No worries, Mega Kangaskhan used Power Up Punch and got 2 boosts to its attack stat, so you're getting nuked next turn. This isn't even Mega Kangaskhan, it's Mega Kangaskhan Jr. is the kid that Mega evolves. All jokes aside, it is a very fun idea, and I'm glad that a Pokemon that's more on the niche side like Kangaskhan got some sort of love. But I guess I'm just still sick of seeing it on every competitive team during the Gen 6 era. Pinsir has always had this very weird relationship dynamic going on with Scyther and Heracross. Its counterparts already got Mega Evolutions, so if it didn't get a Mega Evolution, then Pinsir would have definitely become the most mistreated and forgotten Pokemon after Flygon. Literally just slapped some weird shit on its arms and wings, made the pincers on its head bigger and sharper and cooler, and gave it the flying type. Bug flying is one of the most boring type combos ever. I guess it gets aerial aid and that's a bonus, but it's still pretty mediocre. So Charizard, Ampharos, and Sceptile can get the dragon type upon Mega Evolving, but not Gyarados. Don't get me wrong, the dark type also makes perfect sense for it.
However,
But Gyarados is right there with Charizard when it comes to deserving to be a dragon type. Besides, the design doesn't really do anything that innovative. It just makes the spine on its back bigger and makes Gyarados' body more lobster-ish. Simple but decent. They could have done so much more with its design, but I do like the rocky goatee it got. Mega Aerodactyl really fits into that category of slap some spikes on it and call it a day. I would have personally loved to see its body shape become more like an actual pterosaur. Unlike Charizard's Megas, I gotta tackle these two together. One is supposed to be Brains, the other is supposed to be Brawn. Mewtwo is already this immensely powerful Pokemon, so giving it two upgraded forms feels a little bit redundant, yet I really like the direction they took with these ones. The X-Mega form feels like it channels that immense power into its own body, which makes it gain the fighting type and transform into a physically more battle-ready form. The Y-Mega, on the other hand, goes the route of shrinking and becoming this more cerebral, almost alien-like being, especially with how the tail moves from its backside to its fucking head. The only thing keeping these two forms from getting a better grade are the gross-ass toes they got. Oh, and also the terrible abilities. Why the fuck would you give them Steadfast and Insomnia? Yeah, maybe you didn't want to make them that OP, even though it's still Mewtwo, so it's going to be busted either way. But giving them Steadfast and Insomnia just feels cheap. I've always thought that Ampharos was adorable, and the Mega just makes it slightly cuter. Another thing I really enjoy is that it gaining the Dragon type, it could be just because its Japanese name is a pun.
it's alright.
Overall, I like the slightly more ninja aesthetic it has going on, but my main issue are the pincers. The official art doesn't clearly show this, but they have grown so much that they have become the entire forearm and look very heavy and unwieldy. Again, this plays into the whole thing of Mega Evolution taking one aspect of the design and just making it bigger thematically or literally, but even the dex entries take note of how unwieldy and uncomfortable those claws are. Every time I see Mega Heracross, I think that the little orange forehead patch it has is either bangs or a bald spot.
Bangs! I got bangs!
Congrats.
They made a lot of weird choices with this one. The yellow elytra on his back, the arm cannons, the orange forehead patch, and I'm not sure if all those choices paid off.
Bark, bark, bitch.
Yeah, sure, it's very spiky and edgy, but this is Mega Houndoom. What did you expect? Spiky and edgy makes sense for it. The only thing keeping it away from the S tier is the ability it got. It could have gotten either a new signature ability or something more fitting than solar power.
I'm about to blow.
This is just Tyranitar, but more. And I fuck with that. To me, Gardevoir is one of those Pokemon in the category I hate it and I think it's overrated. But the Mega form is absolute perfection. The wedding dress.
Look how she ate that.
The face horn things on the side. Got it! The ability Pixelate.
Hey, that's pretty good.
The funeral shiny.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
There's no way it's getting an S from me though. I'm petty like that.
I am mother!
This is probably one of my favorite Mega Fairy types. Sure, it just takes the original concept and makes it bigger by adding a second giant mouth.
Hey little mama, what that mouth do?
I bite.
It works. It also has huge powers and ability, but I'm pretty sure Strong Jaw was introduced in Gen 6, which would have also been very fitting for this Mega. Honestly, it gets bonus points for the nice shiny too.
What was that?
The feeling of having your Mega tank a super effective move like it's nothing because of all of these,
Oh, damn.
is absolutely unparalleled. Immediate S tier for this one. Until Gen 6, Medicham really was a Pokemon that flew under the radar for me. I didn't hate it nor did I really like it, I just completely forgot it existed. The Mega form itself is pretty simple, as it doesn't add a lot to the base design. It could have pushed a little bit more, but the small changes that it does add complement it very well. I honestly think it could have gained the ghost typing just because of those floating hands behind its back.
So what's your sentence for her?
Electric chair.
Holy shit. God damn it.
To me, Mega Manectric feels like it's trying to be simultaneously cool and goofy, and somehow it fails at both. I really need to talk about Mega Banette because it's literally one of my all-time favorite ghost types, and it got one of my all-time favorite Mega forms. Like, how could I not put this in S tier? Okay, so Banette is already a creepy cursed plush doll thing that has gained sentience because it's so vindictive due to being abandoned by its previous owner. So how do you improve upon that concept? Easy. Have that cursed resentful energy become so potent and powerful that it actually spills out of its body. Those pinkish claws and legs you see are constructs made out of its cursed energy. Upon Mega Evolving, Banette also gets Prankster as an ability, which is super fitting. Literally could not find a better ability for it. But it remains a pure ghost type. I really wish it gained the dark type also. Ghost Dark is such a nice type combination, and it would fit it so well because of how evil and malicious it sounds. Boo! At this point, I think it's pretty obvious that I disagree with a lot of the type choices Game Freak made with the Mega Forms, because I keep adding and suggesting types, and that won't end anytime soon because I think Mega Absol should have been Dark Fairy type.
Oh look! It's the good fairy! She'll know what to do!
Not to fear, little children. I will help.
Base Absol can sense disaster with its horn and it tries to warn people, but it gets mistaken as a bringer of doom instead. When Absol Mega evolves, the fur on its back bristles into wing shapes, and its horn grows even bigger, which can be interpreted as its disaster sensing abilities growing even stronger. So it's reasonable to assume that when Mega Evolving, Absol tries to not only warn people of incoming danger, but to protect them from it as well, like a guardian angel. So the fairy type would make the most sense for a guardian angel motif. My main problem with the wings on Mega Absol is that they just sit there and look kinda awkward, as if someone slapped some fake angel wings and called it a day. It's like if we finally got a Mega Machamp and it grew an extra pair of arms again, but the Dex entry says something along the lines of, the new pair of arms are huge and muscular, but they're only for decoration and cannot be moved at all. Why even have them? Hey, so if they're gonna be lazy, I'm gonna be lazy too. Horrible designs, and whack that someone even went this route. Straight to hell. Just go to hell, both of you.
Next, please. Next.
But Potential hot take here. I kinda like Mega Garchomp. Wait, let me explain. The main reason I like Mega Garchomp is the design. The extra spikes, the side hands, and the crimson chin look it has going on work for me. The dex entries mention how its arms and wings melt together into sights, and I like to headcanon that because of this, it loses the ability to fly. Because it cannot fly any longer, it becomes slower. That's why it loses 10 points in its speed stat. In the end, is Mega Garchomp a good Mega?
No.
But I still like it. Mega Lucario is another perfect example of the idea that Mega Evolution is this raw and almost uncontrollable source of power. When you compare the two designs, base Lucario shows aspects of discipline, control, and strategical fighting, while Mega Lucario has a more savage and merciless side to it. I'm not a big Lucario fan, but even I have to admit it's a good Mega Evolution. The main problem I have with Mega Lucario and the reason why it doesn't get a higher score is how easily you get one in the X and Y game. It turns an already easy game into a straight up boring one, especially when you can one-shot every opponent. I'm really sad about how disappointing this one is. Abomasnow is one of those Pokemon for me that I really like despite being super bad. It definitely needed some kind of love back then, and the Mega seemed like the perfect solution, but it ended up being awful. To start off, the design itself looks very cluttered and directionless. They just made Abomasnow slightly bigger and gave it like ice spines on its back for some reason. Mega Abomasnow feels like it was created with only one purpose in mind, and that is to be the signature Pokemon of the Ice-type gym leader Wulfric. But that's not even the case in the games. Wulfric has an Abomasnow on his team, but it cannot Mega Evolve. If you remember the Venusaur section, yeah, this is the grass type I was talking about. Abomasnow should have received Thick Fat, but even then I'm not sure if that would have helped it. The saddest part about Mega Abomasnow is that half of the time I pretend that it doesn't exist, and the other half I genuinely forget it does.
Okay, pull up, how?
Well, those are all of the original Megas introduced in Pokemon X and Y. Next time, we'll be going through the ones introduced in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. And yes, Blaziken will be saved for that other video. I just didn't feel like separating him from the other two Hoenn starters. I want to cover them together. Thank you so much for watching this video of me rambling about Mega Evolutions, and I genuinely hope that we all have a great time with Pokemon Legends EA. See you guys next time!
Let's be honest, friends probably come to you for grilled chicken, not just because you're thoughtful, but because you bring a chicken. If grilled chicken is your favorite color, you're not just chicken. You're grilled.